read The Rise and Desolation of the Wizarding Community Morinbell yet?
No, because you just got it yesterday. Okay, so you begin perusing that book, and the sun is now rising, and you realize that it's time to get up for the day. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20 to see just how far you get through the book.
Yeah, so maybe the exhaustion is playing in, and I'm not able to read very efficiently because I rolled a 1.
It's not his fault he can't read.
All right, I climb out of bed. I walk over to the blinds, throw them bitches open, so sunlight beams into the room. Now it's time to do the morning flipping of the beds.
He scooted the one bunk back and toppled it over. Me being on the top bunk, I would have landed right there. And then he rolled that off directly onto me, probably killing me.
I could really go for a cup of Joe and coffee or something to help wake me up. I'm pretty tired today, guys. So let's go do that.
Aren't you an alchemist? Don't you just make coffee?
You're right. I just chugged my first elixir of the morning.
What does it randomly do?
And I rolled a 3, which gives me +1 to my AC for an hour, so I don't know how helpful that is.
And at that point, a knock comes at the door. Milo shouts out, "Who's there?" And you hear back, "Boys, I'm just coming to make sure that you are all okay." And you recognize that it is the voice of Dean Tyson.
I would like to close the door, undo the chain lock, open the door fully. Yeah, more or less we're okay. Yeah, we're doing all right now. Did anything else come of last night? Was there anything else that you guys were able to figure out, or more people getting healed? How's everything going?
I wanted to let you know that we are currently sending someone down to take a look at that secret lab that you say is below the inn. But for today, while the students in the infirmary continue to recover, you have a free study day. I highly suggest that you take this time to recover, to study, and to stay out of trouble.
I appreciate it. Did you said people are going to be checking on the secret lab area. I'm not sure if you know where to look.
You said beneath the inn, correct?
Right, but in order to access it, I had to kind of make a magical hole in the wall to walk through, so it's not easily able to be found.
Do you want us to just show you?
Very well. I suppose if you gentlemen are ready, I can take you to the inn right now, and we can make sure that we have access to this secret lab that you are talking about.
I pull out from my pocket my inspector hat, my corncob pipe, and a magnifying glass.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Dean Tyson winds up taking you down through the Arcshine and leads you across campus. And as you're walking into the Arcshine town, he winds up saying, "And because the students won't be ready to return to classes for a few days yet, Coach Rolta has once again insisted that I let you two, Manny and Thad, assemble a team for the upcoming Pyrocross game. However, clearly your teammates will not be ready for the game next week, so I would assume you would need to gather whomever you can that is currently available."
Oh, our teammates are ready, right, teammates?
Oh, I cannot play Pyrocross. The last time I dabbled in that affair, I was mistaken for the ball.
By no, he means yes.
Well, if these are in fact your chosen teammates and they agree, then considering that things seem to be looking up for the Arcshine campus, we will be playing our first match of the Pyrocross season.
I look into Dean Tyson's eyes and I openly weep. Tears of joy. And I hug him.
My goodness. Thank you, Thad. I'm glad to hear that you are happy. Well, anyways, here we are at the inn, the scene of the crime that you claim was committed. Manny, you said that you could lead us to this secret lab. Perhaps you should do that now.
There's an entrance to the lair from the basement? but there also is another entry point here, which we can definitely show you.
From the bar.
So we go to the keg room, right? Right, guys?
Yeah. Also, where's
the
owner?
bartenders?
Yeah, because they fucked us up a little bit. And not in the fun way we usually come here for.
Dean, if you see the one called Mabel, lop her head off before you look at her, just out of safety.
Duly noted.
Yeah, at the neck.
Please lead the way.
We lead.
And Dean Tyson says, well, this secret lab isn't very well hidden now, is it?
Oh, that's because I kicked the shit out of the way.
Wait, is there anything different about the room now that we remember it from when we were there? And one thing particularly is that crazy writing still written on there from where I got the helmet?
The table/slab that Winona was on is still there. The rounded tables are still there, but they are cleared of all paraphernalia, mainly because Milo already cleared them.
God, don't worry about it.
And the braziers that are around the exterior of the room, where there were flames, those have been extinguished. And you can see immediately, Milo, that the words that were written on the floor of this lab have been scratched away.
Oh, question. So at 9th level, a blood hunter gets Grimm's psychometry? Psychometry. You gain a supernatural talent for discerning the secrets surrounding mysterious relics or places touched by evil. At the DM's discretion, which is why I'm asking you, a suitably high roll might cause your character to experience brief visions of the past connected to the object or locations.
You see the slashing of a knife, the spurting of blood, and then the dead eyes of Margaret. Next, you see Winona on the slab in front of you, and she is getting injected with a purple goo from a large syringe. You can see 3 women chanting, and they look hideous. And you can see golden aura being pulled away from Winona into the words on the floor. And suddenly you snap back into focus in the room.
I can see the past.
What? Since when?
This morning.
Dean Tyson says, what?
Since this morning, it just randomly happened to you?
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay, so you said that you saw the runes? Like,
I saw everything.
I pull out a paintbrush. Can you draw what they were?
Can I draw what they were?
You remember that the words written on the floor were binded to the earth within this circle, tied to the user through magic, essence of life, essence of weave, power complete.
Milo, can I see the purple syringe?
Ah, yes, the syringe in which is for injecting. Let me grab that.
But regardless, guys, this is the same liquid in the syringes that, we obviously found within the infirmary too, which, we could use that information somehow maybe. Milo took the purple liquid off the cart from the infirmary. You said you saw Winona strapped to the table, and this is also where we found Winona at, and being injected with that purple liquid, and at the same time, the medical chart in the infirmary says that Winona was in her room at the time, but when we checked her room, she wasn't there. And it's the same liquid from the infirmary that she was being injected in when she was actually trapped here, but supposed to be in the infirmary room.
Welcome to Sunday.
Let me see if I'm getting this straight. You saw in the past, somehow, that there was a purple liquid being injected into your classmate Winona by 3 witches.
Yes.
And that same purple liquid Milo has on him, which you found in the infirmary next to some gray oozes by your friend Liang?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Now you're following.
Okay. And you also said that there was gray aura coming out of Winona into the runes.
Golden.
And you say that Margaret, the owner of this inn, is dead. I think I'm going to need to ask you boys to leave while we do a little bit more investigation. As you're handing over the syringe, you hear footsteps on the stairs that you had just come down from the inn. and one of the faculty members, she's breathless and her hair's coming out of her bun, and she says, Dean Tyson, you need to come look at this. He looks back at you four and says, is there any chance that if I say stay, you'll actually stay?
No.
Hell no.
And he leads you back upstairs, and the faculty member, she takes you up to the second floor. And here is where Milo and Thad remember getting Dixon out of the one bedroom. In one of the first bedrooms, the door is ajar, and you can smell the most horrid stench.
Ah, there's a dead body.
As the faculty member puts a handkerchief over her nose, she pushes open the door, and inside you can see the desiccated and decaying body of Margaret.
Dead. She is dead. Beep boop. Dead. That was from Margaret.
Didn't
Who
we
is
just
dead?
see her, though, like the other day or yesterday morning, however long ago that was?
Last night?
Yeah, actually, you guys would have seen her just last night.
At approximately 8 p.m., maybe?
She's obviously been dead many weeks here, which would be before the semester even started.
So they're cloning.
But,
There's
like,
definitely two of her, just
yeah.
like there's two of the Dean. Lydia.
Do you see where something's not adding up here?
Well, clearly there's something not adding up.
Look, there's a whole lot of coincidences going on.
Coincidences? These nuts?
Coincidences going on. That seem to repeat involve faculty members, but we don't have hard evidence that says it points to any one person. There's just been multiple things that don't add up. You're right, we have a dead body on our hands, and a secret lab,
Tunnels.
tunnels and runes, and everything else going on. So,
A missing student.
yeah.
Winona.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait. Anyways, Tyson, what do you suggest the next thing we do is?
You students have done as much as you could to help our investigation. I suggest that you focus on your studies.
You're shitting me, right?
Respectfully, though.
Respect. Your investigation so far kind of relies on us four. As much as I hate to say it, we're kind of still in the middle of this thing. And the fact that you don't know who Mabel is kind of alarming. Because that's the one who knocked me out. That's the one that knocked the turtle out. That's a problem, sir.
Can you tell me where they have gone?
This is magic college. You're a wizard. Cast a fucking spell.
I don't know where they went. This is Margaret. We saw Margaret.
We know where Margaret went, yeah.
Well, no, this Margaret. We saw a Margaret. It wasn't this Margaret because this Margaret was dead when we saw the other Margaret.
To your point, Thad, this is a wizarding college. As soon as I mentioned speak with dead, if you didn't notice, my assistant, the young woman who alerted us to this body, ran off to find someone who could cast speak with dead.
Here's an idea. Dixon Cider. You had brought up Mabel, right?
Yes.
I wonder, since my character is so good at smell and spelling things, if you have or can find something in this room that she touched, maybe I can pick up her scent like a bloodhound.
Wait a minute. I don't know if Mabel was a fae, fiend, or undead. Because I can track him.
I can turn into an animal that can track them.
Guys, I can smell her.
He's got a... I would look to recall if there was anything specific about her that would point me in the direction to know what she possibly is.
Let's go ahead and go track, or do some investigation while we're waiting for the speak with dead cleric to show up. Or bard.
Thad would like to go downstairs to where he popped several caps into Margaret? Mabel, whichever one I shot.
Well, I'd like to go sniff that rag by the bar.
To wild shape into an animal that smells better than an elephant can.
Whoa. Wow.
Guys are gonna have a sniff off!
There are speckles of blood that lead down into the wine cellar, which leads us to Dixon. Dixon, you did not find a secret door, but you did see that there's a keg missing. And as you're looking at the dusty spot, or the lack of dust, where one of the kegs is clearly missing, down the stairs comes Manny and Milo, and probably Thad, I'm guessing.
Yes.
who are looking at the ground, trying to follow some specks of blood.
Hey guys, what do you know about a missing keg?
Nothing, don't worry about it. Fackham, probably.
I'm going to continue to follow the blood trail.
Can I use Hunter's Bane?
To get advantage on the survival check? Yes, you can. So he goes down into the secret lab, and the specks of blood get farther and farther apart as you're going, but you are able to follow it back into the tunnel that leads towards the Arcshine. How much farther would you like to track the blood?
That's the thing, guys. We could continue following this,
Or
or
we can go wait for the...
go back and wait for the dead to speak. We know it at least goes this far. I mean, like, are we actually going to follow this?
Yep.
Bear.
Bear's with me.
Bear!
I guess if they want to stay on that, we can go upstairs and talk to the dusty bitch.
All right, then,
We'll meet you at the dorm room in 2 hours.
Manny and Thad go back up into the main inn area, just as you see Dean Swiftprince in her purple outfit and side undercut, leaning over the dead body, and she starts singing in a quiet voice. And then suddenly Margaret snaps up, and her dead face just rocks back and forth, looking at all of you. Yes. At that point, Dean Swiftprince turns and says, "We have 5 questions. Margaret, what did you see before you died?" "I saw 3 horridly disgusting-looking women." "When did you die?" "I died the day before first term began." "Did you hear anything out of the ordinary?"
They said we're gonna kill you.
"The women did not say anything before they killed me. And to answer your last question, I did hear outside the door before I saw these 3 enter. I heard the words, 'Make it clean. I can't be found out. Something, something. Emperor. Something.' And then I died." And as soon as she finishes speaking, Margaret's body collapses backwards.
That, yeah, looks like there's a leader, and then there's three shape-shifting witches of a sort.
Yes, I concur.
Great.
But as I was saying from the very beginning, perhaps you should just go back to your dorm rooms and wait while we finish this investigation.
Don't just ignore us and tell us to go back to our day-to-day. Just, like, let us help.
You are our top informants and our best leads, so if we need any additional help, we will be sure to contact you. However, I do think that your studies are important, and at this point there is nothing more that we can do because clearly Margaret was not a very good dead person to talk to. So you go hustling after Milo and Dixon. Meanwhile, Milo and Dixon, you have been craning your neck looking down at these bloodstains, trying to follow them down the corridor. You're now inside the surge room, the basement of the Arcshine.
Hey, Bear, can you turn not a bear?
I'll unshape.
You could do that the whole time?
Bear.
Is that Milo saying bear?
Yeah.
Do you have anything of a light source in those pockets?
Oh, Toby!
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, and Toby poofs into existence, and what shape is Toby taking?
Can he be a bear?
A bear.
You just see a bear cub start rolling around.
Okay, and now the trail of blood?
Give me a perception check to find where the blood has gone.
21.
Okay, with the light of Toby, you relocate the blood trail, and you are able to follow it over to another wall.
Damn it, I don't have the whole patch.
Who's got the whole patch?
The elephant that's no longer in the room.
Fucking elephant.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. And meanwhile, I have Manny and Thad coming out of the secret tunnel from the lab.
So I head over. Dixon, why are you sitting here in the dark?
We followed the blood.
So blood ends here. There's a wall in front of us, just like before. Should we try going through this wall?
Yeah, if you got that window.
Yeah, window wall patch.
Window.
Yeah, so I take out the window patch and, about maybe 2 feet off the ground, directly in front of me, slap that bitch vertically on there.
You look through the window patch that you placed up on the wall, and you see a passageway.
I will
Well, Thad was going to hold his hand out to boost you.
walk up Thad's shell and down his arm to his hand to be boosted.
All right. As soon as he hits my hand, I don't lift him. I just like throw him like
Fling him.
Shot put.
what is it, caber tossing that they do in the Highlands? I caber toss him through the hole in the wall.
And you kind of pinwheeled through the hole in the wall, but you land fine. Toby comes flying through as a streak of flame and then lands next to you in an animal form, I'm guessing.
No, this time he looks exactly like me.
Toby lights up the space looking like a tiny flaming you, and you can see that this passageway goes only for about 50 feet before there is a staircase that leads up.
All right, Milo, pull me up.
We pull the hole down to normal level, and then we all just walk through normally. After having to chuck Milo through.
You are now in this 50-foot long passageway before some stairs, and you cannot see exactly where the stairs go.
Is there blood on the floor?
Yes, you relocate the blood trail that you have been following, and you do see that it continues down this passageway and up the stairs. You guys see that the staircase eventually leads up to a low ceiling, and there appears to be a latch on a metal-plated door.
I'm going to dangle from the latch until it pulls.
Okay, you do so, and you hear a nice, satisfying chunk, and the metal door appears to now be unlatched.
I'm going to grab Milo by the legs. He'd be like, hold on tight.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to yank down as hard as I can.
Dear God.
Just separates.
I don't have arms. Oh, there they are.
You don't have a neck.
So the door glides open on well-oiled hinges,
Easily.
and it swings open, doesn't fall against the ground. It pauses at like 3/4 open, and the passageway is filled with light, and you can feel rain falling on your faces. You can see, Milo, that you are now behind the Magazoo, where you had your first day of class this year, and you managed to get a hold of a scale from the dragon wormlings. You start looking around, and you're trying to locate where the blood may have been, or would have gone. The blood was washed away by the rain.
Looks like we've lost the trail, guys. We can go back and do some housekeeping stuff. It is tiring out here today.
Yeah.
Eventually, you wind up making it undercover, out of the rain. Water is dripping off of your clothes and pooling on your feet on the marble stones of the Arcthanium entryway. And as you're making your way across the atrium, you see Titus come down off of the main staircase, and he just glares at you as he starts walking away.
Is he wearing any metal on him at any place, like a ring, a necklace, a...
Perhaps a chastity belt.
Sure, he's wearing a couple of rings on his finger.
Ooh, I'd like to heat metal. Just to make him burn his hands.
And then, Milo, you drop down, and you start making your way around the fountain as Manny is casting this spell. And as you're about halfway between you guys and Titus, you hear him yelp.
I don't decide to fuck with him because that kind of sounds like that hurt.
I've already heard that your favorite professor has been confined to quarters. Serves him right, serves all you right. I know what you're up to. I know that you're up to no good.
I charge him. But we're not fucking around. This dude's gonna die or run away.
He runs away. As you guys are sitting there, the doors to the front of the Arcshine open, and you can see 3 people enter out of the rain, and one of them is Nora.
Is she a shapeshifter?
I mean, she's in a group of 3,
There are 3 people.
so they must be shapeshifters.
I draw my long sword again.
I say, hello, Emperor.
Nora calls back, Milo, wait, Emperor, what? I'm glad to see that you guys are okay.
Does she seem flustered at the mention of the word emperor?
She seems flustered, but only because Dixon has a longsword drawn and because you can see that she is with two people that have hospital wristbands on.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh my gosh. Did you guys just get out of the infirmary?
Yeah.
Are you guys okay? What happened?
Yeah, I'm okay, but I just went and picked up my friends.
Happy to see that people are waking up from the comas and stuff. It's good to see you're doing okay, and that Nora, you've managed to still avoid getting sick.
I don't know if you've heard, but Titus has been spreading a lot of rumors about you.
Titus is spreading a lot of baseless rumors. Seems kind of suspicious, don't you think? And I'm just blatantly trying to convince her that Titus did it.
And even as you say that, Nora doesn't seem to think that he did it. You can clearly tell that, but she does say in response, well, now that you mention it, you guys said that you were off campus, right? You said that in class yesterday.
Yeah, to your point, you know, we did try to pick up some extra credit to help Facum with the surge, but in trying to go and offer ourselves the help, we did have to leave campus, so we weren't even around. So yeah, we weren't even seeing anything that Facum was doing with the surge, and we were off campus completely, so I don't know.
Well, that same day that you guys were gone, Titus was gone too.
Really?
So I wonder if not being close enough to the Arcshine is why those of us that didn't get sick, because I actually went outside of the grounds to meet a courier who was sending some of my favorite chocolates from my mom, who lives in Principium. So I was gone for about a half hour.
Half hour when?
I went after class that day, so probably 5 o'clock the day that you were gone.
But yeah, it was good seeing you, Nora. We'll let you know if we figure anything out, and let's continue.
Agreed.
Where do you guys want to go? Do you want to continue on up to your dorm to get the nappy poo?
A nappy poo with nobody else in the room.
All right, so you guys head on upstairs. You make it to your dorm rooms, and you kind of settle in for the rest of the day to recuperate, maybe catch up on some lost sleep, maybe do some studying before you actually get back to classes again the next day.
The order of priority is sleep, read, surges.
You do get a long rest, Manny, so go ahead and re-up everything.
Woot woot.
But during the actual night, you have terrible nightmares again. You keep visioning Winona on the table, getting injected with the purple syringe of goo, and you can see witches dancing around in your head. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage to see how much information you're able to gather overnight.
With advantage lands me at a 26.
You are able to gather that the community of Morinbell, that there were a lot of technological and wizarding advances, but at some point there was a magical experiment that went wrong. In terms of modern day scenarios, it's almost like an atom bomb went off in the middle of the wizarding community. There are a crazy amount of really dangerous and exotic and mutated magical creatures that live in that area now. And there is rumored to be some sort of disturbance in the weave in that area, that whatever magical experiment happened, it just tore apart the very fabric of magic itself in that area. Additionally, you wind up coming across a passage that talks about how Morinbell was able to take elements from magical creatures and strip the magic from those magical elements, whether they were alive or dead, which you think is what Donnie was referring to when he said that you should go talk to Morinbell, because right now you only know how to take elements of alive creatures and use them in surges. It might be possible with some more investigation to take dead animal bits and turn them into surges.
It's an awesome amount of information.
As dawn approaches, you are able to get another 3 surges done you have reached the end of what you can theoretically do before class, and you are ready now for a new day.
All right, time to wake everybody up. I start with the normal morning routine of helping Thad get up.
I go crashing onto the floor, as usual.
All right, time to wake up Milo and Dixon. Standard procedure, phase 2. Time to tilt the bed. So, hopefully everybody slept well last night. I had an okay night's sleep. I woke up early and got some reading done.
Nerd.
Yep, I mean, but I found out a lot. So, you guys know, the other day, when Fackham was in the infirmary and he kind of admitted that his experiments were surrounding how to get the magical elements to access the weave out of alive or dead creatures. Turns out, in Morinbell, they were trying to do similar experiments before, but something went horribly wrong.
I have this eye pendant.
I didn't get to reading about that yet. Maybe tonight.
Have you been wearing that pendant?
No.
Should we be?
No.
I'm scared of it. Until we know more about what it does, maybe not.
There's a knock at your door.
I walk over and open the door. Hello?
Nora's there, and she says, "Okay, at least you guys are awake this time. Are you coming to class or what?"
In like 7 hours?
No. At like 8 a.m.?
We're late!
It's been a weird start to the year, Nora, as it has been with everybody. So thank you.
Right. And so are you going to try and talk to Professor... Come on, let's walk and talk.
Yeah, we'll walk and talk, yeah.
So are you going to try and talk to Professor Kane in class? See if you can maybe figure out what he was doing? Because, like I said, the rumor is that you're all his favorites.
I think it would be a good time to talk to him. Yeah, I'll do that at class today. Why not?
You take a seat, and you recognize that the desks look just like they did the last time that you were here for a special class while everybody was sick. Dean Doval walks in. "Class, thank you all for gathering. As you can see, not many of you have recovered from the illness just yet. Professor Kane will be leading today's lecture, but as you may or may not know, Professor Kane will be unavailable for after hours or for study breaks. So, if you have any questions about today's lecture, please direct them to myself or to Dean Swiftprince. With that, Professor Kane." All right, now that I've given you all basic lessons, those of you that are actually alchemists, so I'm going to need a volunteer to come up here and to demonstrate their level 3 surge-making capabilities. Manny, how about you?
You know, more than happy to help.
Fackham, do you really think that choosing Manny is the best option? There are plenty of other students here. Manny has gone above and beyond to perform the best in this class. I think he is the best to demonstrate these mechanics. So, if you would please let me finish my lecture. There are an array of items on the table that Professor Kane asks you to put into motion. You're putting it together, and as you do so, Professor Kane stops you briefly and goes, "Oh, no, Manny. I'm sorry, but that actually goes here." And he puts something in place for you, and once you're done, you test it, and it indicates that you have successfully created a level 3 surge. Professor Kane then, as Manny is going back to his seat, puts his hands behind his back and says, "All right, now that I have finished my demonstration for the day, I will step aside and allow you to furnish your studies further. The magical desks are back in place, and you can ask it for any information that you may need. I will be gone for some time. I hear that there is the potential for a Pyrocross game to actually take place this week against the Danakeshian University, so I wish those of the Pyrocross team good luck, and go Arcshine." Everybody kind of goes into their study groups that are there and starts talking to the desks, and you see books piling up on the desks as they get the various materials that they need to study. But Dean Doval is walking up the lecture hall towards you four. And Dean Doval, who is a stern drow woman, stands above you, waiting for you to acknowledge her presence.
We don't. Power move.
Oh, I acknowledge it, all right.
Ting!
Ding!
Dean. Dean Doval. Great to see you. Thanks for coming up.
Do you know why I'm here?
Well, it could be a couple of reasons. One, it could be about Pyrocross, because you're looking at Thad and I. The more realistic reason. I could have a couple guesses, and I could also understand
Well,
why.
your first guess is correct. It's about Pyrocross.
So...
You really almost talked yourself into a hole.
So this has nothing to do with the fact
Anyway, Manny, she's here to talk about Pyrocross. Yes, Dean?
I am formally requesting that the four of you be assigned to our temporary Pyrocross squad.
Dean, the last...
Let's go!
The last time I attempted Pyrocross, they mistook me for the ball. Can we get extra credit?
Extra credit.
You will be provided with top marks for participation and any classwork that would be assigned while you are away. And we will also give you each a surge that is inclusive of 4th level spell slots.
Well, say no more.
Oh. Dixon, if you play Pyrocross, you can harm other people as much as you want.
No.
Dixon, what would it take in order for you to go to Danikesh?
If a new shiny longsword were to make it my way, I might be able to accompany this Danikesh trip.
I'll do you one better. +1. And she pulls out a longsword from a bag at her hip and hands it to you. And you can tell that it is the sharpest sword that you have ever handled.
Wait a minute, I don't need a surge. What do I get?
the joy of playing Thad.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
So yeah, we'll go. When do we leave?
This evening,
Can we talk about the fact that you didn't want me involved in that demonstration up there?
I would like you to go and represent the Pyrocross team in Danikesh. Because while you're gone, we will be able to put any ill will towards you to rest and hopefully end this investigation.
Desk. Do you know who checked out The Rise and Desolation of the Wizarding Community Morinbell prior to Manfred McQuaid?
God, what a band name.
On your desk appears a library card, and you see Manfred McQuaid as the most recent checkout, and you also see the names of Fackham Kane and Donnie, who checked it out in the past. But in between Donnie, who checked it out last year, and Fackham Kane, who checked it out this year, is the name Dola Livia. You see Liang coming down the row towards you. He says,
"Oh, hey guys, heard you guys are gonna go play Pyrocross. I was told by Dean Doval that I should remind you to go pick up your gear at the WAC."
After he leaves, can I ask the desk about any eye pennant ever made
You just-
ever?
Try to match up the pictures. Let me know what you find.
I hand you the stack of papers.
Thank you. Really what I was hoping for.
All you.
"All right, class, please exit the lecture hall for now."
Not now, damn it.
I steal the desk.
As you manage to get the one leg of the desk into your pocket, and then it just starts getting, sucked in, as if it's getting sucked through a wormhole, it jostles the desk next to it, and it jostles Manny's surge that he just built. It falls off the desk, and the piece that Professor Kane had put in place for you pops off. When you pick it up, you notice that there is actually a slip of paper tucked inside the corner of that piece. Once you all gather your things and you get out of the lecture hall, you step off to the side, and Manny, you unravel the slip of paper, and you can see tight, cramped handwriting that says, "Manny, as you may know, I am under investigation for the illness that struck this campus. I am innocent. I believe that Dean Livia is behind this. She has been asking a lot about surges, and let's face it, her explanation of dragon scale dust affecting everyone is complete and utter bullshit. It makes no sense. I will continue to investigate, and I request that you meet me in the surge room in 1 week's time, after you have hopefully successfully beaten the Pyrocross team from Danikesh. All the best, Professor Kane."
We're
Keep this
streamlining.
note in mind. In a week, we're meeting Fackham. So if there's any questions we want to ask him, be a good time. But until then, let's go, I guess, win Pyrocross for school pride.
Oh, yeah.
You see Kyrasta behind the counter.
Oh, hey guys. What brings you, down here?
Oh, you haven't heard? That we have a Pyrocross match coming up and need to pick up our gear.
Oh, okay.
We need guns. Well, just me, and just one gun. Dean Doval said it was okay.
Do you have a note from her?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think that is necessary. And Dean Doval walks in behind you.
Shit. I was going to quickly forge a note.
Kyrasta, I have agreed with these gentlemen that Thad will get a gun of his choice, and then the other two, Milo and Manny, will both get the level 4 surge. And you four can wait here for Coach Rolta to take you to the teleportation circle. Good luck, gentlemen.
Thanks.
Coach Rolta comes through the door and says, Manny, Thad, are these the two ingrates that you found to fill out our team for this game?
Thad and I talked it over. I think we'll be all right.
All right.
Let's fucking go.
Indeed, Thad. Let's go. We're going to hit the teleportation circle. We're going to touch down in Asbira, and then we're going to have 2 days where we're going to practice, and then we're going to fight the good fight. And she leads you into a large stone room. And there is a flash of light, and then you're standing in another stone room. A gentleman walks up to you. My name is Headmaster Tariq Sarim, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to Daunt, the Danakesh University of Arcane and Natural Traits.
Hello, good to meet you. I bow. I offer up some knucks.
He bumps fists.
You just met this person, you're gonna knuck him?
That's what they do in Danakesh. Smooth, easy, quick. It's a good gesture.
I fist bump.
Smooth, easy, quick knucking.
I want to go knuck everyone in the room.
I will show you to your rooms and show you where you may practice tomorrow and where the study rooms are as well. I hope that you all have a wonderful stay. I wish you the best, and we will see you on the field. And he leaves.
Not before a good knocking.
He goes around and gives you all a fist bump.
Do we want to jump right into a practice here, or kind of? I know we got a few days till the game itself. How do we want to use our time
Manny,
here?
I've never loved you more. Yes, I think going to practice would be a great idea. Get your gear, let's go down to that field. All right, first things first. We know Thad is our batter. Who is going to be our pitcher?
I guess I'll be the fucking pitcher.
You will be.
I'm
our
not
pitcher.
playing, but I guess I could be the
Insider.
pitcher.
So you throw your pitch. Thad swings, he misses, and Coach Rolta goes, Oh my god, where have you been all my life? Dixon, if you throw like that tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right. That's enough for now.
Can we, at the end of practice, go shower up and take a long rest?
Yes, so you will be fully set to go for our next session with all your spell slots and surges back. Coach Roltic woke you all up. Get downstairs, we need to have a huddle breakfast. Headmaster Sareem knocks on the doorframe of your dorm room and says, I came here to escort you to breakfast and to also propose something to you on the way. I was approached today by one of the school's benefactors, a Mr. Basilius Augustus. I don't know if you have heard of him.
Have we heard of him?
I take it by that response that you have not.
I mean, I'm asking Paul Camper.
Yeah, I've heard of him before. What of it?
Well, he approached me this morning, and he has specifically asked to meet the team of the Arcshine Pyrocross team.
That's it's interesting. Is he a fan, or I guess was there like another reason that he may have mentioned?
He did not specify why he wanted to meet with you, but he is a very large donor of many research projects here at Daunt, and we try to accommodate him when the requests are reasonable.
Augustus that he mentioned is, a big researcher for magical stuff. I wonder why he would want to meet with us, but he might have information about Morinbell or the stuff that's been going on at our school. I mean, there's a chance he knows about this.
Should I bring him by the practice field later today, or would you like to meet him before the game?
It's fine if we meet up with him today for a little bit. Maybe right at the end of practice.
Okay, wonderful. I will bring him by. As he leads you into a large cafeteria, and Coach Rolta is waving you down. Manny, Thad, Milo, Dixon, get your asses over here.
All right, Coach. But what do we have drawn up to counter Thun and Hen this year?
I mean, you guys know your abilities better than I do, but my thinking was we have Thad as batter, like normal. We use Dixon as our pitcher, just like we practiced. And then we put Manny and Milo out in the field. Now, you got the day. If you want to practice some more, we can practice some more. If you want to do something else and get, studying in, because you do have a midterm coming up, go ahead, you can do that, I guess.
Coach, I'll stop you right there. You know the reason we came all the way to Danikish was not to study.
Manny, you make it really easy for me to want to like you. I just can't get over the fucking fumble. Okay, so you guys finish up your breakfast, you head out to the practice field, and you see Headmaster Serene coming up with another gentleman. Gentlemen, I just wanted to introduce you very quickly to Basilius Augustus.
How's it going, Mr. Augustus?
There's many a thing that my assistant told me about. I'm very interested to see how the game plays out.
Yeah, who's your assistant?
Oh, I'm sure you've never heard of her.
Hopefully we can put on a good show tomorrow. I know from what I know of you, you do a lot of good work and research here. Which, if you weren't from Danikesh, I'd love to, hear about some of your research and everything. I mean,
well, now, like I said, I'm not from Danikesh. I just happen to be living here and working closely with Daunt University. But my research is in artificing. I'm very interested in how magic works and how Morinbell might have been onto something back in the day.
I know that you brought up Morinbell. I actually recently was reading about that, and, it's really interesting. I'd be curious maybe one day to hear about what you're looking into, because it was such a strange place, it seems.
So you have looked into Morinbell.
I've just, it was, we had some free time for studying, and I came across it. Maybe after the game, we could get together and talk a little bit more about your research. I'm very curious and interested.
I'll be in touch, boys. Is there anything else that you want to do before you go to bed?
Get more surges.
Hit up the library for a magical desk.
So you guys head down the hall, up the winding staircase, and you enter into a Beauty and the Beast style library.
Is there a way to look up specific things, like some sort of magical card catalog? All right. Thad would like to look for books on Danikeshian Pyrocross theory to see what kind of techniques they might be trying to use. Also, while I'm here, I would like to search for a Danikeshian edition of Play Turtle.
Play Turtle.
Okay, so who else wants to look for things in the library?
I would.
I'm absolutely disgusted with these assholes.
Manfred McQuaid, just want to look up and see if there's actually been any papers or research or anything published by this Augustus dude, to see if he has any finished work out there that I could possibly skim through and read to see kind of what he has and just get to know more about his work and research.
There is nothing under his name.
That's weird.
As you guys are sitting there discussing what else you might be able to find in the Danikeshian library, you hear some talking coming out of, I think, Dixon's pocket?
Yeah, you have the sending stone for Leon.
Oh,
No, it's for Donnie.
Donnie Darko.
Okay, I reach into my pocket and I pull out the talking device.
Dixon, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. What can I do for you?
I just saw Professor Kane trying to break into Dean Livia's office.
What stopped him?
Well, I saw him walk up to the door, and then he put his ear against the door and then just walked away. Well, I watched from the end of the hall, and then he scurried off, and then I went and listened at Dean Livia's door.
What did you hear?
I heard Dean Livia say, "You guys were gone, which is why I called you." I heard her say that if they're going to do anything, they have to do it now, and that's about all I heard.
So, what I'm going to need you to do is keep an eye on that office, and if anybody comes out of there that you don't recognize, let us know. We have to finish looking for answers. We should be back by end of day tomorrow.
Roger, Roger.
If we go back tonight and something goes down that could prevent us from teleporting back in the morning, like, we would hate to start the season off with a forfeit.
But that wouldn't happen.
So you guys finish up in the library, you finish up your conversation with Donnie, and you head to bed. That night, Manny, you have nightmares again.
Son of a bitch.
This time, as you're trying to fall asleep, you have visions of the fumble from last year. And then Winona shows up and says, "You couldn't even hold on to the ball for me?"
Oh. Oof. Wow.
And you wake up in a cold sweat. Coach Rolta shows up and says, "All right, boys. It's time to get out on the field. Time to show them what you're worth. Come on." She doesn't even let you get through your whole morning routine. She walks straight into the room, and she winds up flipping over the bunk beds to knock you all out of your blankets and make sure that you're up and about. You go into your locker room, you get dressed up, put on your uniforms, put on your pennies, and you're ready to go. As you march out onto the field, trumpet fanfare happens, the crowd starts cheering, and you can see you are now on the field where there are 3 tiers to the actual field itself. You also see, coming from the locker room hallway, you can see the artificer that you had met yesterday, Basilius Augustus. He is attended by a female that is wearing spectacles and is carrying a clipboard, and they shuffle along to the opposing team, and you can see them gather around him as he kind of is talking to them briefly. Milo and Thad, you can see Basilius pull something out of his pocket, a glowing blue orb, and hand it to one of the Dragonborns.
Coach, what the fuck was that?
Thad, don't worry about it. Head on out there, meet the ref, and let's figure out who's going to get the ball first. The ref is a turtle and gestures for you all to shake hands. Arcshine, you get to make the call. Who's speaking?
Me, as team captain.
Fantastic. I want you to call it in the air.
Evens.
He flips the coin, and it lands evens. Arcshine, you have the call. Would you like to bat or pitch first?
Well, Dixon's not super invested, so I'm gonna say we bat first.
Yeah, you glance over your shoulder at Dixon on the sideline.
Giving him the bird.
Just like pulling grass out of the field.
We're going to go ahead and get set up for the first possession of the game. Now, Thad is going to be our batter, and then the rest of you are going to need to be somewhere on the field so that you can receive the ball if it is batted to you. Thad, you are up. You are going to be making a contested skill check against the pitcher. So Rune is the pitcher for the opposing team, and as he winds up and pitches to you.
It's a 10.
Oh.
And what was the dice roll?
3 both times.
Well, you're lucky as hell because Mr. Rune rolled a nat 1.
Ah!
So he tears his
So
ACL.
I can hit it. All right, so I'm gonna, as it comes in slowly over the plate, I'm going to bunt it to Dixon, 60 yards downfield. After bunting masterfully, I would like to run forward 30 feet and pull out my rifle. And what's her fucking face down there? Darna, who is standing next to Dixon. I want to make sure there's no pass interference coming from her and snipe her ass.
Okay, you pop a shot at Darna, peg her in the shoulder.
And I would like to specify that I whip out my shield at this point.
I'm going to keep this real simple. I'm gonna keep laying the heat on Darna over here. I want to make sure I have a line of sight towards Darna, and I am going to hit Darna with an acid arrow, which is one of my spells for Milf's acid arrow, or that's Melf. I want to use my movement to then run straight, just keeping a straight line to hold the middle of the field.
You'll just tromp straight forward, boom, 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 leap off the top tier of the field, cresting over Fen, who happens to be directly below you on the middle level. And as you do so, she's going to be ready to use her dragon breath to cause acid damage. You manage to surprisingly twist a little bit in the air so that you only get caught by some of the acid before you slam to the ground and take another 4 damage from falling.
And then, keep on moving forward, taking more fall damage, because I don't care.
Okay. You run and leap off that second tier, and you're now in the smack dab middle of the field.
I'm still going to go through with my plan, and I'm going to cast Entangle to try to capture both of the Fen and Hen. Am I able to make it over to Manny?
So then you would have to take the falling damage in order to get to Manny.
I'm going to try to hitch a ride on the elephant.
So I'm gonna fly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He can fly?
He can fly?
You can fly, you can fly.
Yeah.
And you call upon your profane soul genie to allow you to fly as a bonus action. What would you like to do as your main action?
Fly. I want to fly to the goal in which I need to place the ball into to score.
All right. You fly past. You wind up hovering 10 feet in front of the scoring ring, directly in front of it. There are no opponents in the scoring ring area. Go ahead and make a ranged attack roll to try and score this ball through the ring.
22.
It's gotta be points.
That's points.
Points, baby. Points on the board.
I'm going to turn to Rune and just shrug.
Oh no. Gave him the Jordan shrug.
Rune is going to shoulder check you as he marches back down towards the opposite side of the field. And you guys see Hen walk over to Fen, smack her upside the head, and then grab the blue orb and pocket it.
I want to grab Manny and be like, hey, do you know what that thing is?
Dad, you want to know what that is?
What is it? What is it?
My arcana tells me it's magical.
Oh, shit, I couldn't tell that at all.
And, if you didn't know, it's glowing.
I thought it just looked like that.
All right, so you guys take the field again, and this time you will be pitching to their team.
All right, team huddle. That was a great first round of Pyrax ever.
I definitely failed my check, but okay.
But you did good. Keep it up, both of you.
Okay.
No.
All right, so Dixon, we know you're pitching.
No.
Yeah, you're going to pitch.
Yeah, you are.
Coach is right.
No.
We should definitely have somebody back by the goal.
Thad as...
I got it. I got it.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
Yeah, we make sure we're, let's say, right next to their deepest guy, just standing on either side of them.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of go left and right, and we got that deep part of the field. Worst case scenario is Dixon can try to slow them up a little bit if they do get a hit, but then we're there to stop them. I think that's our play.
Let's fuck them up.
I'm still flying, by the way.
We're just in a huddle, all with our neck cranked up, looking at the bottom of your feet. How is the pitch? The pitch is going to come from
Yep.
Dixon will be starting at the 10-yard line, pitching to Fen. The crowd is cheering. You've got chants going around. Fen, 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 Fen.
It's a 10 after modifiers.
Well, Fen was also trying to use athletics, and she rolled a 9.
Loser.
Or, sorry, an elephant would never bark.
So I throw the ball.
And it goes past him?
Shut up.
And it goes by him.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
The ref, Tortle, tweets his whistle and then announces to the crowd, "Point, Arcshine!" And up above you in sparkling, glowing numbers, Arcshine 3, Daunt 0. Dixon, We're waiting on your pitch.
Thank you. 24.
So Fen rolled a 25, and it's a nat 20. You wind up palming the ball behind your back. You're trying to figure out the right pitch, maybe a changeup, maybe a slider. You wind up, you throw the ball, and Fen stares down this pitch and just winds up connecting clean through the middle of the ball, driving it straight back at you. And it goes flying across the field through the scoring ring, and the crowd erupts. The turtle ref tweets his whistle and says, "End of bout, 4 points, Danikesh."
What a turn of events.
Hen turns to you and just goes, "Oh!"
Okay, I'll say, all right, I'll stay on the 20, and I'll go to give Thad a high five. And when I give him that high five, that's going to be my touch for my casting action to cast my enhance ability spell. And it will be,
You high five him and he tings in his shell.
it's a concentration up to 1 hour. I'm going to focus it for Bull's strength. He has advantage on his strength check.
We could always run the one special play where we just stack all of us in a triangle at the 20 and you just give it to us and we just maul our way down the field.
Yes. Delta formation.
So then Rune is not going to be at the 40-yard line. He's going to move into the 10 to get ready for the pitch. The turtle ref tweets his whistle, and we are off on the next bout. So if Rune manages to pitch past Thad, that is the game. It all comes down to this. Rune Brickman, up for the pitch.
More like Rune Dickman. Ha!
And here's the windup. And Rune indeed braces his leg up in the air, leans forward, and throws his pitch. Let's get a contested sleight of hand or athletics.
22.
That is higher than Rune's roll. He rolled an 18.
Yes!
He rolled an 18, so if I +4 actually make a difference?
Man.
Like if I didn't
would've
remember
tied.
that I had that mechanic, and if I didn't bring myself back to the triangle
What happens on a
formation
tie?
on the play call, I didn't know if it was like a foul tip or
It
something
would
like
have
that.
barely won.
Can I bounce it off of Rune's head to the formation?
Sure.
Yes.
You wind up managing to knock the ball as it's spinning past you. He threw a curveball, and it comes spinning off your bat, hits Rune upside the head, and then it winds up rolling past towards one of your teammates.
Sports Center top 10 right there.
Which one is picking it up?
Sure, I'll take the fucking ball.
All right, Dixon, we got to clear a path for him.
I'm flying.
All right, I'm gonna run up to be the middle of this triangle / back of this diamond. And I would like to use my knowledge of having read the Danikeshian tactics to look at their field formation and plot how they are going to attempt to stop us, and then yell commands to my team.
Okay, I love it. So Darna is going to cast Cloud Kill, which is a 5th level spell. That then brings us to Dixon's turn. You are starting in the sphere of poisonous gas. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please. That's going to deal 33 damage.
Damn. I mean, it's fine.
Pretty good rolls.
Not happy about it, but like, it is what it is.
Gonna use my action to summon Toby. I'm going to move myself to position myself as close to the multiple of people I can. My teleportation has to be within 5 feet.
But you can only get Thad.
I'm going to grab him and then have Toby on the next turn use fiery teleportation, where you can teleport me and Thad 15 feet to at least make sure we're out of the smoke and as far down the field as I can get us.
I would like to scoop up Milo
Good call.
with my right hand and pop him up onto my right shoulder,
Since I have the ball.
and then haul ass down the field, leaping over the center part completely, since I am roided up at the moment. And then I would like to dash and take another 30 feet of movement.
You'll only be able to go 15 feet instead of the full 30 with your dash, which would put you squarely at the 80-yard line.
And then I would like to action splurge and dash again.
Damn.
Oh, geez. Okay. So are you going to just run straight up to the hoop and put Milo squarely in front of it?
Yes. I'm just going to hold him out like 1 foot in front of the hoop.
You're going to be holding me there for a while.
Yeah, Milo is at the end of the order. And then Darna is going to change her concentration, focusing on Milo, who has the ball and is ready to reach through to score, and is going to cast Crown of Madness on you. Well, you beat the 17 DC. Crown of Madness does not take you. Darna has wasted her cloud kill, and she is going to just yell out, "Fuck!"
Suck it, Darna.
So Hen, realizing that they are about to lose, is going to pull out all the stops, is going to reach into his pocket, grab that blue orb that had been handed to Fen from Basilius Augustus.
He's reaching into his pocket. He's grabbing his orbs.
And he is going to cast Contagion on Manny. So in this case, Hen is going to target you with Mind Fire.
Yeah, so my mind's on fire. Great.
And you will have to act as if you have confusion on you for your turn.
I mean, what else is new?
It means that an affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start of each of its turns to determine its behavior for that turn. So go ahead and roll a d10 and let's see what you can do in your confusion.
5.
All right, on a 5, you don't move or take actions this turn.
Great. I just saved everybody 10 minutes.
And it is Milo's turn now.
I put the ball through the hoop.
That's it! That's the game!
And I fucking spike Milo.
Arcshine 5! Daunt 4! Game over! And fireworks go off. Most of the crowd goes, ah! But you can hear Coach Rolta off on the sideline just going, fuck yeah! You boys! That's what I want to see! She's just like, all right. You boys, you do what you gotta do. You pick up the things that you need and just go hit the showers. You're getting the best fucking buffet of your lives.
You are approached by a gentleman wearing a top hat with a little ticker tape in the brim, tucked into the brim. You just managed to beat Daunt University in the first season match of the year. What do you have to say for yourselves?
Dad's going to go stomping over to him, doing the Shia LaBeouf just do it pose. He's not going to say anything. He's just going to be doing that pose, stomping over to him. He's going to lean in. He's going to go, well, we scored some points, and they scored some points, and then we scored some points, and we scored more points than them. And that's how you got to win a game.
From behind you in the tunnel that you guys use to enter the stadium, you hear a clapping.
Who's shaking ass?
You turn and you see fucking Basilius Augustus fucking wall twerking back there.
Well, you do turn and you see Basilius Augustus, and he's approaching you from the stadium, and with him is his assistant. I'm mighty impressed by the show that you put on. I must say, considering that you all just started not even a week ago, from what I hear, you put on quite the performance. Do you all plan on staying in town? Because I do think that there might be something that we could learn from each other. You have much potential.
You see Manny sink into the Shia LaBeouf stance. We are in a town. There are things to learn. You're an artificer. I'm an artificer. These are my teammates. We won the game and plan to return back to the Arcshine in a time. We do not know when we are due back, so we could stay if there was something here to stay to do.
You are absolutely on fire.
Well then, I believe that my assistant would be happy to take you back to your dorms so that you can rest up, and if I can't meet you tomorrow, I'll be sure to send along some reading material that I think you would find to be of significant interest to your future studies. I'll be seeing you, boys.
We'll be hearing you.
All right, we're on our way to the dorms.
Okay. So you follow Miranda, and she leads you up the stairs and down the arcades that cover the exterior of the building, and she winds up taking you back to your dorm room, where I think all of the bunk beds are currently turned over, and one of the windows is broken.
Man, I can't believe Fackham came to our game.
She opens the door, she looks around, then she looks at you all and looks you each up and down and says, "Sleep well," and walks away.
That was creepy.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do before you turn in for the day?
I mean, if you're gonna put it that way, it sounds like I should loot. Where are the deep, dark secrets of this area?
As you're walking around, you wind up picking up 13 gold pieces, 26 copper pieces, and 5 silver pieces. So you also find 2 egg sandwiches. You find half a hock of ham.
I don't know why I'm writing this down, but I am.
And you also wind up finding a textbook. And when you look at the front cover, you see that it is called Potions and Natural Remedies for the Advanced Druid.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll go ahead and we'll go to Thad, who said that he was going to try and hit on the Danakeshian cheerleaders. So, how do you go about finding the cheerleaders?
I wander around to the dorms that sound like parties are happening at.
Sonar.
I just have a sense for...
What Manny's going to be doing is following Thad and watching, as Thad said he would watch Manny, but Manny's watching Thad to take notes on how Thad picks up women, but not saying anything and just kind of following.
You hear raucous laughter and some music being played.
I would like to knock and enter.
A guy answers the door and says, "Huh, what up, bruh?"
Hey, dude. You look like the guys who know how to party here.
All right, so you say that you can throw them back? Hop on the table. If you and your buddy win against us in a game of Flip Cup, you get to stay. If you lose, you go. Sound good?
My buddy, and I look around and I see Manny there for the first time.
2 chunguses over in the corner.
I mean, yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right, line them up, Daryl. I'm going to have each of you roll 3d20, and you're going to add either your dexterity or your constitution, whichever you prefer, and we're going to do a contested check each time to see who wins the Flip Cup race.
All right, I guess Thad's stepping up to the plate.
All right, one more, Thad.
A natural 20.
Ooh. All right, what's your modifier on that? Because I got a 22.
A +4.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you win your third one. The Arcshine boys are currently ahead by 3. It's Manny.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's not going to matter. I rolled another natural 1.
What?
Oh, no.
Followed by a natural 3. Like, it's not even... I gotta switch this dice out quick.
All those Danakeshians stand up and they're high-fiving each other, and Daryl just has this big grin on his face and goes, "Guess that means you gotta go, bruh."
Then I just, slowly turn from deadpanning at Daryl to just deadpan at Manny,
In my disappointment, I look at Thad. It's okay. We needed to give them one win today, because they couldn't win on the field where it mattered. And I just walk out the door.
I let go of my breath and I go, got him. And also walk out the door.
All right, so you guys head back to the dorm. Dixon, are you going to get up to anything this evening?
I am going to do absolutely fuck all, because finally these dumb fucks are away from me.
You guys go to bed. You get a full rest. Long rest. Everybody's got their spell slots back and their health points back, except for Manny.
Just not gonna let me sleep ever.
Manny, you get no rest because you have terrible dreams of dropping the ball during the Pyrocross match, and Winona's there, and she is laughing at you and then crying because you didn't come to save her, and instead you went to go play Pyrocross.
Oh, no.
So you guys wake up, you do your routine of flipping the beds,
Paul doesn't even let us act it out anymore. He's like, that takes too long.
and then you head on down to the cafeteria where Coach Rolta has the biggest breakfast spread you could ever imagine.
Boys, eat up, because you fucking deserve it. You did a hell of a good job on the field yesterday. But I think it's time that we think about heading back to the Arcshine. I've already got us scheduled to leave tonight. So, yeah, that's all I got for you. You did a hell of a job yesterday, and couldn't be prouder.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, Manny. You know, I was a little worried, not gonna lie, I was a little worried at the beginning of this year. But I think you have alleviated all of my fears.
And as she's starting her heartfelt speech towards Manny, you just hear,
Roger Dodger? Roger Dodger, is anybody there? Roger Dodger?
God damn it. I pull out the sending stone and I say, yes, Donnie.
Oh, thank God. Guys, shit's going down over here. I know what I saw, and what I saw is Dean Livia telling some woman that she needed to move the girl. She said verbatim, you need to move the girl tonight.
Okay. Did they say where?
She said, you need to move the girl tonight. We need to do it where we started, otherwise the spell won't end.
There was only one of them?
Yeah, just one. And I'm following her now.
No.
No, what?
She will kill your ass.
Well, I gotta know where they're going.
I know where they're going.
Where are they going?
Underground. Someplace that you won't get to from where you're at.
That's not where we're going right now. Right now I'm following her across the Arcshine campus towards the forest.
Oh.
That's a new development. Stay down, stay quiet, stalk her if you want to. Let me know where they're going then.
I told you they're going to the
wanna
forest.
help? Here's-
No, hey, fucking shit, no, come on.
and the line goes dead.
Well, he's dead.
Rip.
Boys, Donnie's dead. He's dead. D.E. dead. So, he said shit's going down. We should probably get back immediately.
All right, well, so it's agreed we're going to head back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to get Coach, or we...
No.
No.
All right, and you guys are headed to the teleportation room. So you go back the way that you remember coming when Headmaster Sareem welcomed you to Danikesh. When you get to that room, there is a whole team of artificers and wizards, magic users.
I walk up to the woman that's in charge.
Do you have an appointment?
We should. I thought we did.
Reynolds! The Pyrocross team from the Arcshine, they're supposed to be traveling back at, 8 p.m. tonight?
Let me check the files.
You'll have to forgive him. He's been here a long time. He's emeritus status at this point. All right, fine. We've got 5 minutes before the next team of adventurers is supposed to come through. Hop in the circle. We'll send you home.
I hop in
you.
the circle.
A glowing golden light encircles you, and then suddenly you are standing in the mirror image room. It's a circular room inside the Arcshine, and the people there look up from their desks and they're like,
Wait, we weren't expecting anybody until this evening.
Yeah.
Time difference.
Yeah, there was a change of plan, the jet lag, the time difference.
So Thad scoops up Milo. Dixon's leading the way out. As you're approaching the forest, you are keeping your eyes open, and you wind up seeing a sending stone lying in the grass just at the edge of the forest. You're following the trail until you come across Donnie, tied up and gagged.
On a cross, essentially.
Dun dun dun.
His arms are outstretched, his legs are tied together, and he's just hung up on this T branch. And you guys are in the middle of this clearing where clearly somebody has been living.
So it's a shame Downey's dead.
Is he?
Yes. No need to double check that.
I would like to perceive the area.
All right, as you're looking around the clearing, you can see that there are essentially 3 hovels. There is a center fire pit. It has
What's
not
a
been
hovel?
recent. Hovel? A hovel is a very ramshackle, dilapidated-looking structure.
What is
dilapidated mean?
It's a beat to shit hut.
Yes, there you go.
Thank you.
Go out in the woods.
Explain it like you're explaining it to a 1-year-old. Like,
I guess if you want to loot Donnie's dead body, I'll keep a lookout.
let's go check Milo. Come with me.
He wakes up,
He bites.
and Donnie goes, no, don't touch me. Manny, is that you?
Yeah, yes, Donnie.
Oh my God, Manny, you've got to go save Winona.
Winona, where's she at?
They took her. They said they took her back to where they started it all.
Where's that? Have you figured that out?
No.
No? Well, we can leave him up here then. All right.
Don't leave me.
I call out from the tree line, we'll be back for you.
So we're going to have Dixon going and cutting the ropes. And I'll just say that you guys eventually get him down. As you're cutting the ropes, he is saying, oh my God, guys. Margaret, or what I thought looked like Margaret, but was actually, as soon as she grabbed me, she heard me following her. As soon as she grabbed me, she turned into this ugly, disgusting looking hag. And she had like green skin and like wizened face, and she was cackling in my face, and she said, you will feed the master. And then they strung me up, and then I saw them pull Winona out of that hovel over there, and they took her off through the woods, and she was unconscious or something, but you gotta go get her. They said they were gonna take care of her.
Donnie, you said she was taken and dragged from here. We should look around for footprints or blood trails. Who's good at tracking shit?
I don't know what kind of check is tracking.
Survival.
I mean, they probably also just took her back to that lab under the school.
I don't know anyone that's good at tracking.
I rolled a 15.
15 is good enough to pick up the trail, and he does indeed follow the drag marks out of the hovel across the clearing and back the way that you guys had come towards the school.
Well, but before I do that, I do want to make sure that I leave some food at the tree that he was tied up at when we're leaving. I have specifically in my pocket a ham hock and 2 sandwiches, I believe.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You mean you are tying those things up where Donnie was hung?
Yes.
To confuse the master, whoever that is.
Yes.
Guys, we gotta go. I'm serious. These people are trying to. I know that they had to have something to do with my friends. They're going to kill Winona.
All right, Donnie, I want you to go back to the school with us, but once we get there, I need you to go and find Vacum. Just quickly tell them what happened and send them to the lab. They'll know where that's at.
Oh, okay. I'm going. Oh, that reminds me. They said that they knew you were coming.
Great.
Yeah, usually every day.
Did they say why? Who? How?
They told me that the eye is important.
Dixon, that eye pendant you have,
No, I never.
still wearing it?
Nope. Yeah, I knew it was important.
Well, yeah, otherwise we wouldn't have gotten it so many episodes ago, but like...
Well, yeah.
We're talking while we're walking, by the way.
Yeah, we're walking and
But
talking.
didn't you
we're walking
read
and
about the
talking.
pendant in those pages?
I don't think I ever got to that page.
Yeah, you never actually figured out what the eye pendant was.
I'm going to see if I can find anything on the way there.
You're trying to flip through these pages as you're jogging towards the Arcshine.
Yeah, just like if I see any pictures that match so I can quickly like read the notes real quick.
As you're doing this investigation roll, I will say that you were walking and talking, then jogging, and you came out of the forest. You wound up going past the architectural arcade, which is just a bunch of columns with a covering, and that leads from the forest towards the Magazoo. You wind up finding that there are some creatures that can create extensions of themselves using various body parts.
So, do I know of any of those creatures that have the ability to slim down the options of what they are?
You wind up just taking the pages from him, and you flip through them, and you locate in those pages a chapter on hags.
Guys, wait. It makes sense how when Dottie said that they know we're coming because they could see out of the eye. that. Well, wait, it's been in,
Very good
Been in
ivory
your-
alchemist.
it's been in Dixon's pocket, though.
Yes.
I would like to fart on the eye and give it pink eye.
Now, let me ask you this. You are currently passing the Magizoo. Do you want to continue on to the Arcshine, or would you like to use the secret passage that you found?
Secret tunnel!
Yeah, behind the Magizoo.
Absolutely a secret tunnel.
I don't know. Should we take a long rest first to get all our stats back?
Didn't we already do that?
Probably. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
joking.
guys did. I fucking nightmares. I'm just exhausted. This run is taking a lot out of me now, too. And I have less hit points than normal. It's weird.
Okay, so you guys go down through the hatch to the secret tunnel that goes down under the Arcshine, and then you're going towards the lab, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, but like, I want to make sure we're not being super loud as we're
You want to sneak?
going through this tunnel.
I mean, I'll be sneaky. Should I also bring out another animal?
Okay, you pull out a boar.
That's the least stealthy fucking animal to cover our backside, but cool.
Hey, Manny, it's your cousin.
Wow.
I look at your scale mail. So
Well, that's a
those-
natural one.
Those real scales.
Oh, God. All right, so Manny actually rolled a nat 1 on this.
He's like a fucking toddler.
Oh, man.
Man, this man is just stomping loud as hell, and then Thad's just like, shh.
You're gonna. They're going to hear you. Shh.
As you are approaching the secret lab area, you can see the ghastly green glow of the flames lit in that area once again, and there are voices coming down the tunnel echoing from the lab up ahead of you. You can hear chanting, you can hear wailing, and you can hear a scream, a blood-curdling scream that suddenly goes silent.
Well, I gotta see what's happening as soon as possible, because if I didn't witness this death within 30 feet, I can't do shit about it.
Wait, can you die when I'm closer? Thanks.
I send my boar in full force.
You can hear it crash through a table as it goes charging through.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I would be following with the longsword drawn.
Okay. I will allow you guys all to close half the distance, so you're 45 feet from the entrance, and you hear the boar die. It whimpers, it snuffles, and it thuds to the ground. And you hear, come out, little boys.
Oh, Jesus. Guys,
That's
run.
upsetting.
You're too late.
Do we see any of them yet?
You do not see any of them, but you can hear this voice echoing down the hallway. Your lady is gone, and soon so will you. Come and face what has been coming to you.
There's a lot of coming going
Let
on.
it go, let it go. Damn it. Beat me to it. Hey-oh.
Your lady has gone. My lady. Did she tell you that?
Right now, you guys are standing 45 feet from the entrance to this lab. Nobody has appeared at the mouth of this tunnel. All you can see ahead of you is the green glow of these flames. You can see a female figure on a 45-degree angle table slab, not moving. And you can also see the boar dead and bleeding on the ground in front of you.
Well, remember what Paul said.
We
We'll
need
have
to
a
hurry.
couple decisions to make tonight. One will be each one could be worse than the next.
Okay, I think I can save Winona and get us out of here. First thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring Toby out. As long as you guys can, I guess, block or make sure that we're okay, I can have Toby save Winona and get her out of there.
That sounds like a good plan. Dixon, check in with Donnie real quick. See if he's made it to the faculty members yet.
I pull out my sending stone and ask Donnie if he's made it to the faculty members.
Roger Dodger, this is Donnie. I'm coming up on Professor Kane's office right now.
Donnie, whisper. Please.
And as you say that, at the mouth of the tunnel, where you can see the green flames, suddenly 3 hideous forms step out from the sides of the lab, revealing themselves to be 3 disgusting, scabbed over female hags. One's hair is lying over her shoulders, damp and dangling, Another has white hair that is flying about her head, and she has a green hooked nose with warts all over her face and long, distended fingers. And the last has braided black hair, purple skin, and a hunched back, carrying a bunch of pouches at her belt. And they all raise their hands, point at you, and together, all three of them cast a surprise round attack at you. And that is where we're going to end our episode.
Don't do that. I'm so ready.
He did it.